Okay, today we talk about body composition and why it is so important for you to achieve your goals wherever they are in fitness and health. If you want to reach the maximum you can in performance and health, you need a good body composition, meaning you need to have a certain percentage of body fat and a certain amount of muscle mass. Now let's talk about body fat levels first. As a male, you want to have a sub 10% body fat. Why sub 10%? Why this number? Well, actually I got this number from Charles Poliquin, but during my experience as a coach and as someone who work out, I can say that this number is very accurate. Sub 10%, you clearly can see all the abdominal muscles, but not only that, you usually have a very good amount of vascularity. And sub 10%, you can start to feeling the difference between being fat and being lean. Sub 10%, you start to store carbohydrates more as glycogen in muscles than fat, meaning your insulin sensitivity is going up. When you are lean, you usually gain speed. Why? Because you have less weight to carry, dead weight, which is fat, and also because you will have less muscle friction, so your contraction will be faster. When you are lean, you have less of the enzyme aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. That's why it's very important for a male to have lean legs, because the fat that you have on your legs indicates that you are or converting too much testosterone into estrogen, or you are not eliminating toxins from your body. And toxins are also known as xenoestrogens. So they are not estrogens like the ones that your body produces, but they mimic their behavior. So, and there are also other important advantages. Like I said, in fat you store toxins. So the less fat you have, the better it is, of course, up to a certain point. But if we talk about sub 10%, or if we talk about 6%, 5%, it's really good for a male. So you will gain in performance, you will gain in optimal hormonal balance, you will gain in your ability to use and to store glycogen in your muscles. And we know the performance is related to glycogen stores. Okay? So it's very important to be lean. That's why it's paramount in my system to achieve that goal first, and then you can work on other goals. Of course, while you are getting lean, you are still working on your strength and on your mobility, but as a secondary goal. Okay, first goal in that phase, in the first phase, is to be lean, sub 10%. Same thing applies for women. Of course, women, the value is not sub 10%, it's sub 15%. Charles Poliquin said the value was 16, but I find, for my experience, which of course is not the truth for everybody, that the value should be below 15%. With all the women that I've trained, I found that this value is the threshold below the women start to feeling better. So for males, sub 10%, for females, sub 15%. Get your body composition right first, and then we'll work on other goals. But in the meantime, while you're getting lean, you work on your muscle mass. You need to. If the program is good, if the nutrition protocol is good, you will usually gain lean tissue. Okay, when I say lean tissue, I'm not referring only to the contractile part of the muscle, but also connective tissue, water, and glycogen, bone. So this is lean tissue. So usually you will lose fat and gain lean mass. Okay, that's the purpose of the first phase. But then again, you still work on your strength, you still work on your mobility, but as a byproduct. In the next phases, then you still work on your muscle mass, but usually the first pounds of lean tissue that you put on are in the first weeks, and then it starts to plateau a little bit. So you should use the first weeks of body composition to the maximum and achieve the best that you can. Okay, so keep in mind this rule. It's my rule, but I think it's applicable to everybody. Get lean first, work on your body composition, and then everything will be easier to achieve. Thank you.